I am David. Today I'm telling you about a horrifying true incident from my life that happened several years ago, the effects of which I still carry with me. In my family there are my wife, my children, and I. Due to my work requirements, we moved from our old city to a quiet, secluded suburban neighborhood in Oregon. There we bought ourselves a new 2-story house. Our dream was to give the house a massive, reinforced foundation, strong enough for a high-rise expansion, planning to keep the upper floors for our boys while we lived downstairs. After buying the house, we decorated it exactly to our liking. Although the area was new to us, there were plenty of neighbors around. The day after we moved into the new house, terrifying news about the pandemic began to spread from all directions. A nationwide lockdown was imposed. An unknown terror gripped us. A new environment on one hand, and a global plague on the other. Due to extra caution, we kept the house spotless. Silence settled over the neighborhood as movement decreased. We started our life in our new nest, unaware that behind these walls, an invisible darkness was already waiting. My wife became extremely worried about the children's safety and wanted to go to her parents' house in Seattle. I told her, "You take the kids and go, I'll manage here alone." Truthfully, I was looking for an opportunity to be alone. I was a complete movie buff, and after marriage, my hobby had been sidelined by daily routines. I thought this was my chance to reclaim my world. I ordered a comfortable sofa online and placed it right in front of my 80-inch LED TV. The room became my personal cinema hall. One night after finishing my remote office work at 8 p.m., I sat down with a soda and snacks to watch Captain America. The house was empty and peaceful. By the time I started the third movie, it was almost 3:30 a.m. Around 4 a.m., the outside world was silent. I went downstairs to the kitchen to fix a late meal and stepped outside for a cigarette. My cinema setup was upstairs in my son's room because it had the best gadgets. As I began climbing the stairs back up with my plate of food, I felt something odd. The house was in pin-drop silence. As I stepped on the stairs, I clearly heard someone else walking with me. When I stopped, the sound stopped. I started again, and the mysterious footsteps returned. I tried to convince myself it was an echo, but as I progressed, the sound became clearer. It felt like someone wearing heavy boots was following right behind me. Fear consumed me. Halfway up, I broke into a run. The faster I ran, the sound of those heavy boots kept pace with me at exactly the same rhythm. I burst into the room, slammed the door, and looked back. Nothing. The corridor was empty. I blamed the empty rooms for the echo, finished my food, and fell asleep. The next night, I dived back into my movies. Around midnight, the house suddenly plunged into darkness. A power outage. I had no backup generator yet. I sat on the sofa in pitch blackness, and my phone had died, leaving me without even a flashlight. Within 5 minutes, I heard someone climbing the stairs. One step after another, the sound came right to my door and stopped. Then, my blood froze. From the other side of the door, an unearthly female voice called my name. "David, David." A scratching sound started at the door, followed by a bone-chilling knock. It felt like someone was standing there, inviting me to come out. Just as I felt I might lose consciousness from terror, the power flickered back on. I gathered my courage and threw the door open. The corridor was eerily empty. I knew then that this wasn't my imagination. I spent the rest of that night outside on the street, pacing until dawn. I wanted to leave. but I had acted so bravely in front of my wife that I forced myself to stay one last night to maintain my pride. At 9 p.m., I started a movie, but I felt a heavy sense of impending disaster. 2 hours in, my massive LED TV suddenly turned off. I stared at the dark, reflective glass of the screen. In the reflection of the black glass, I saw someone standing directly behind my sofa. It was a woman. In the TV's reflection, I saw her staring fixedly at the back of my neck with an empty, haunting gaze. I couldn't even turn around. She seemed to be giving me a final warning. I ran out of that house and didn't stop until I reached the bus station. I fled to Seattle the next morning. Later, through a local contact and the former owner, the mystery was revealed. The owner admitted his eldest daughter had taken her life in that house. She had been involved in dark occult practices and black magic. The house was carrying the weight of that curse. I didn't take any more risks. I sold the house immediately. We eventually moved to a different part of the city after thoroughly checking its history. We live in peace now, but even today, that figure in the TV reflection and that unearthly call at night still haunt my dreams. If something strange has ever happened to you, feel free to share it with us. Who knows? Your story might be the next one we tell. Stay with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and keep waiting for our next real horror story. For today, we're signing off. Bye and take care.